Hi, I'm Stanislav Okhvat. I'm a former technical translator, now working as a developer of translation productivity software. My focus today is on CotranslatorAI, a tool which is designed to bring the power of AI into the translation process in general and into your CAT tool workflow in particular. We're developing CotranslatorAI with Stephen Bammel, whose presentation on prompt engineering is also featured in this conference. Thank you for joining me. I hope you find this session enlightening. So first of all, what exactly is CotranslatorAI? It's an AI-powered tool crafted especially for language professionals. We're working to help you leverage the AI to enhance efficiency, ensure accuracy, boost creativity, and maintain quality. Simply put, CotranslatorAI is a tool which complements and elevates every aspect of your content transformation role. A few words on the sensitive topic of data privacy with CotranslatorAI. CotranslatorAI is a small application installed on your Windows computer. It is not cloud-based, and we do not have access to your data. All data is exchanged directly with OpenAI's AI models through industry-standard encryption via HTTPS protocol. OpenAI guarantees that your data isn't used for model training, nor is it shared. It is also deleted promptly from the OpenAI servers. For specifics, I recommend checking out OpenAI's privacy policy at the URL shown here. Today I'm going to briefly cover three main topics. First, maintaining translation integrity without losing context. Second, how to use custom advanced AI prompts directly from your CAT tool. And third, rethinking traditional translation methodologies. A couple of quick notes before we dive in. In the demos, I've streamlined interactions with the AI for a smoother experience and a shorter presentation. You can get most of the prompts in today's presentation from the downloadable worksheet. Let's get to it. Processing data through generative AI is very much like using a bucket brimming with a precious liquid of context. For language professionals, this incredible resource of context is bringing about a paradigm shift, offering translation quality, trainability, consistency, and convenience that conventional neural machine translation cannot match, at least not at small scale. However, similar to our metaphorical bucket, to take advantage of this power, context must be managed and preserved. It doesn't just happen passively. Consider that there is a maximum limit to the context, much as this bucket can only hold so much water. For OpenAI's GPT-4 model, which powers both ChatGPT Plus and CotranslatorAI, this limit translates to a context of approximately 6,000 English words. It's important to further note that this capacity shrinks with other languages. As we navigate the world of translation with AI, understanding these boundaries is crucial. When utilizing ChatGPT Plus for translation work, it is easy to overlook context constraints. But ChatGPT Plus is a leaky bucket. As dialects progress, previous information is systematically discarded. As a result, ChatGPT Plus tends to forget instructions and produce inconsistent output as conversations continue. This may be okay in content creation, where ChatGPT Plus excels, but it's a major roadblock in maintaining a high-standard translation process. Let's watch what happens to context in ChatGPT Plus. First, we send a prompt to translate some content to English. ChatGPT Plus gets to work, though it's rather talkative. Having gotten our first translation back, suppose we want to give ChatGPT Plus terminology instructions. We can do so like this. Now we'll translate two more sections of text. You might notice that the style is changing from batch to batch. By the last batch, it's not even translating the bullet points to English. this is an early clue that context is being lost. But here is the main issue. It can't even remember the instructions we gave it a short time before when we told it to use the word study, not trial. In this simple example, we only had one term for ChatGPT Plus to remember, and it failed. Imagine what happens when trying to train the AI with longer glossaries, training data, and instructions. What good is the AI's context feature if it keeps forgetting stuff? No wonder translators today hesitate to move on from legacy NMT technology. Unlike ChatGPT Plus, CotranslatorAI's bucket is strong and retains context reliably and transparently, thus optimizing the translation process. Let's take a closer look. We will use exactly the same series of prompts and inputs in CotranslatorAI as we did a moment ago in ChatGPT Plus. First, we add a prompt to translate the content to English. CotranslatorAI gets to work, and the first thing you'll notice is that it's not as talkative as ChatGPT. It's all business. Now let's give CotranslatorAI our terminology instructions. As I receive further responses, I can see a consistent style of translation from batch to batch. Unlike ChatGPT Plus, CotranslatorAI is not leaking context. And now, when we ask the AI about our previous instructions, it remembers. Now imagine the possibilities when you are training the AI on an ongoing basis with a longer glossary and more training instructions, leveraging context and producing professional work. If the context is preserved properly, conventional NMT cannot achieve this level of quality and efficiency. Moreover, the built-in token counters in CotranslatorAI help you manage your bucket of context efficiently. This allows you to keep track of your inputs and outputs, ensuring that you are making the most of your resources. This has been an admittedly simple example. I recommend my co-developer Stephen Bamo's masterclasses to understand and apply all the nuances of context handling in a professional workflow, as well as all the other considerations of this new technology. But for now, let's look further at CotranslatorAI in action. The CotranslatorAI interface is optimized for the language professional's workflow, specifically in a capsule environment. It provides quick access to a prompt library, keyboard shortcuts, and other tools, all of which help you achieve new levels of excellence. Let's look at examples of working quickly in context, making custom transformations, and training the AI on the fly directly inside the capsule. In today's presentation, I will be working mainly in MemoQ. However, most of these examples work just as well in other programs, including local CAT tools, cloud-based ones, as well as any text entry tool in Windows. In the first example, we will look up the meaning of a word. In this case, the AI provides two possible meanings. Let's now use a keyboard shortcut to run a two-part prompt in CotranslatorAI. Here, the first prompt supplies the context, and the second prompt provides the word whose definition we are looking for. As you can see, the AI narrowed down the specific meaning based on context. In CotranslatorAI, we could have engineered the prompt in many other ways to also include possible translations, synonyms and antonyms, possible other meanings, and a myriad of other outputs. Or we could have provided context from other sources, not just from inside the CAT tool. Next, we will look at a prompt that gives us writing suggestions. Here we supply the AI with our target segment in the first prompt and provide the source segment in the second prompt, before getting 5 new translation options to choose from. Of course, we could have just asked for other ways of writing completely yellow, but without the context of the source, the AI's suggestions would not have been as useful. And by using keyboard shortcuts, we were able to automate this process. The final example in this demo demonstrates the potential to guide the AI towards the change we want to see. By running this prompt, the AI requests the source and target text, and then asks what to fix or update. It then edits the translation based on our instructions and constrained by the source text. Wasn't that cool? In fact, at this point, we can still reuse this prompt on another segment. Watch this. These three examples demonstrate the use of context and keyboard shortcuts to get valuable support from the AI quickly during a translation workflow. The next examples demonstrate custom transformations. As language professionals, we encounter projects with many odd requirements. CotranslatorAI can help with even the most obscure use cases, the kinds of transformations that are unlikely to ever be pre-programmed into a CAT tool. This first example was inspired by a recent project that Steven worked on. For variety, I will show you this example in Japanese. By loading the prompt into the instructions field and using a global keyboard shortcut provided by CotranslatorAI, we can translate each segment in compliance with the client's specifications and without a tedious cut and paste process. You never know what crazy instructions you'll get in the real world of translation, but CotranslatorAI is ready to support you on these. We'll now look at a monolingual review process. In this case, the writer had not been consistent, sometimes using past tense to refer to a study and sometimes present tense. Since changing tense often requires multiple edits to other words in a sentence, it can take a while to do these edits. But CotranslatorAI makes quick work of this task, automatically editing the text in place. The last example in this series lets you rearrange the order of a sentence. But since a sentence can be reordered in various ways, with this prompt, we'll first select the full sentence and then simply select the text to move to the end of a sentence. CotranslatorAI does the rest, including seamlessly correcting the overall sentence grammar to accommodate the change. These examples all show quick fixes to a language job. Though each fix only saves a few seconds, over the course of a long project, you can achieve significant savings. We will now look at 3 ways CotranslatorAI can help you quickly train the AI to translate inside your CAT tool. The AI can get very low-value fuzzy matches up to perfection. In this first example, we will pull a 67% fuzzy match directly from the TM to improve our translation. First, we send a special prompt which tells the AI to request the source and target text of our best TM match, followed by the source text we're now translating. We then feed all this text to the AI step by step as instructed by the AI. Finally, we get the final translation. In our testing, we found that when translating from fuzzy matches, the target segment of the fuzzy match is much more helpful than the source segment. And so, by pre-translating fuzzy matches in the CAT tool, we can even more quickly process our translations. With this next prompt, we simply select the pre-translated target segment and run the prompt. Then we provide the new source, and the AI gives us the translation which factors in the pre-translated target segment. One of the limitations of working in a CAT tool is the segment-by-segment interface. Here, we'll use an OCR screen reader as a hack. Watch how we pull previous segments into CotranslatorAI to train the AI to translate a new segment using correct terminology and style. Also note the twist I added to the last couple of prompts. Though the prompts were written in English, CotranslatorAI communicated with us in Spanish. The AI is language agnostic, so there is nothing keeping you from writing a prompt in language A to translate from language B into language C and communicate with you in language D, all while doing what it's supposed to do. Incredible! The above examples show how CotranslatorAI leverages context and keyboard shortcuts within the CAT tool to improve the quality and efficiency. However, nearly every CAT tool supports the exporting of Word-compatible bilingual files out for editing in another work environment, and we can take advantage of this to supercharge our workflow. Then, once we finish leveraging the strengths of CotranslatorAI, we can then import our work back to the CAT tool for final review and QA. The OpenAI GPT models do not natively support formatting. However, the AI is quite skilled at manipulating tags. Thus, by working through the CAT tool to convert inline format into tags, we can process formatted text efficiently and accurately with CotranslatorAI using the full power of the AI. In this file, you can see that the text includes bold, underlining, and italics. After importing into MemoQ, a lot of the inline formatting has been retained in a way that the AI cannot process, either in CotranslatorAI or in ChatGPT+. With 3 quick find and replace operations, though, we can convert all of these to tags. This is what the MemoQ exported RTF file looks like. You can see that all formatting has been represented by tags. After copying source to target, let's throw all of this into CotranslatorAI at once. Here I will enter a prompt manually and then use a keyboard shortcut to translate the whole thing into Swedish. As you can see, we now have a tagged file in Swedish. We have now imported the translation back into MemoQ along with the tags. From here, we convert tags back to inline formatting with another series of 3 find and replace operations. We can now edit the translation, then finish up our QA and export out the final file. As you can see, we now have a perfectly formatted Swedish file, even though we didn't do any manual formatting or tag placement. With small files, you can often translate the entire job in CotranslatorAI with just one prompt, maintaining context and consistency. Earlier, we looked at ways to translate fuzzy matches one at a time within the CAT tool. Here is a way to translate many fuzzy matches quickly. Furthermore, it is now possible to save glossaries and other reference information within the prompt library. Thus, we will use a save glossary here as well. Let's take a look. Here is a word-compatible file exported from MemoQ with fuzzy matches. As you can see, most of the matches are in the 70–90% range. First, we load our prompt. Then we copy the glossary from the prompt library and paste it into the prompt. After that, we are ready to start. And we simply copy the source and target segments together. We don't even have to send them to the AI separately. Then we paste back the outputted translation to the target column. We'll now finish up the rest of the page on fast forward. We now have our translated RTF file, ready to import back into MemoQ. Of course, all of these translations should be checked. However, some will be perfect and the rest will be much closer to perfect, saving us time and helping us maintain internal consistency and quality. In this example, we pulled our prompt from the CotranslatorAI prompt library. We are currently improving the usability of the prompt library, and by the time you see this video, we will either have released it or be close to releasing it. CotranslatorAI is getting better by month. Here is a workflow that allows you to leverage the power of the AI outside the CAT tool, but still check the AI's work. Here we see the document in MemoQ. The source column is the original English text, and the target column is where the AI will do its work. The first step, of course, is to export the file out to a bilingual word-compatible file from MemoQ. We then get our prompt from the prompt library. This is a long prompt with a full glossary, style instructions, and reference text. We now let the AI edit the document page by page. If we edit each block of text to the segment field, each block would be processed in a new dialog context. However, we keep everything within the same dialog context by adding subsequent blocks of text to the ad hoc prompt field. Also, watch how seamlessly the text goes from the Word file to the AI and back again in large blocks. While there is a significant wait time for each translation that I have removed from the video here, it is still an efficient process that maintains consistency and quality. With the CotranslatorAI token counter, I can even keep track of how much of the current dialog context I still have available. Having finished the process with the AI, we can now import the file back into our CAT tool. As you can see, we now have track changes, and I can see the edits and complete our review of the document, run QA, and deliver. Wrapping up this presentation, I'd like to quickly spotlight what sets CotranslatorAI apart. CotranslatorAI prioritizes your data's privacy while offering an intuitive interface for content transformation that manages context properly. It lets you speed up your workflow with a custom prompt library, custom keyboard shortcuts, and the flexibility to support your sophisticated, powerful prompts. With CotranslatorAI, you get unrestricted access to the power of GPT-4, unlike ChatGPT+, where access to GPT-4 is limited. Another powerful feature is that each prompt can be customized with advanced settings. And finally, you can keep a local record of your AI dialogues with the chat history copying function. We have many more improvements planned into 2024, including an even more powerful premium version. This brings me to the end of my presentation. To download CotranslatorAI, head over to our website. And to learn more about using AI in your translation work, both with CotranslatorAI and in general, along with powerful prompting tips from Dave and Steven, join our AI for Language Professionals group. Thank you for your attention and interest.